Yo, what is going on? Welcome to my 100 subscriber pack release. This pack release is actually going to be pretty different from most pack releases. Probably you guys see most resource pack releases, most people just put some music and then show them like waving the sword around and pressing buttons and showing the armor and all that. But I'm not confident with that kind of stuff because I feel so dumb doing it, you know? It's just like, oh, I'm waving swords at random people while saying nothing. And it's just like, I can't do that, so what I'm gonna do today is just kind of like a commentary type of thing, just explain what I like about the pack, what I don't like about the pack, even though there's not really anything much that I don't like about the pack. So yeah, today we are starting with the pack that A boy made me. Actually forgot to put his link down below in the description last time, but I suppose it doesn't matter because this is the official pack release, so I probably won't forget this time. Probably. If I forgot the link, just like tell me in the comments. So anyways, let's start off with the swords. So as you can see, the swords are all not very clean. It's more of a, it has an edge, as you can see, clearly not a, like a default really pointy sword. It's more of like a slashing sword than a pointy sword. And while it's not very clean, it's not fancy either. So that's what I like about it. So I don't really like the really fancy swords with all the amazing hilt and the handle and stuff, because it all becomes irrelevant in PvP. And PvP is like, why am I using this pack? It's so extra. So this is what I like, and you guys can see me waving the sword. Why is there a random sheep up there? I don't know. I just downloaded this pack world, so forgive me. Anyways, here's the gold sword, stone sword, iron sword, diamond sword, and as you can see, block hit, all that jazz. It's all pretty good. So let's just throw all that into there, and now we're moving on to the tools. I'm not sure if I have to show the tools or not, but as you can see, here's the axe. It's pretty close to default axe, to be honest. It's very close, in fact. Oh, wow. This world has some flaws. Definitely has some flaws. Anyways. And now we have the flint and steel fishing rod, bow, arrow, and ender pearl. You guys probably see the ender pearl, bow, and rod a lot from my Skywars videos. Well, for the few that I use this pack for, because ender pearls and bows and rods are what I use in Skywars, but flint and steel, don't really use it, don't play SG. Blitz SG doesn't have flint and steels in it, so here's what the fire looks like. And if you do game mode S and stand in it, it's pretty low fire, you know? It's not really high fire such as the default pack, the half the screen and you can't actually see anything. And here's how the bow looks like when it's drawn back, and here's what arrows look like when they're fired. The particle effects are circular, which is actually very unique. I like that as well. And here's how the arrow looks when it's, just on the ground normally. And then here's the ender pearl. And if I go into game mode S and throw the ender pearl somewhere such as there, you can see how it goes. And wow, that I almost died from that. Okay, let's go back into game mode 1. I'm pretty sure there's buttons to do it on the map, but I can't be bothered doing it, so I'm sorry. I can't control myself. Anyways, back to the topic. Let's throw all these away. And here are this is what the potions look like. And the particle effects, pretty default like, just the normal trolley thing that you see in default packs. And here's how drinking the potion looks like. I'm not sure why I would show the drinking a potion, because it's pretty basic for all the packs. So let's throw that away as well. Here's the gold ingots and the diamond gem. As you can see, it's pretty close to default, almost just a recolor, but it's still custom, and you can definitely see differences from the default pack as well. And if you see over here are what the apples look like, and this is what eating a golden apple would look like. It's pretty simple, no real problem there. And this is what all the food looks like. I'm not gonna go through it all at once, because I'm not sure why there would be any point in going through any foods right now. But here is what the ores look like. Okay, the ores in this pack are very unique. This is diamond, I believe. This is emerald, this is gold, and this is iron. What does this button, what do these buttons do? What does this button do? Oh yeah, it gives you a villager with all the particle effects. So you can see this is a stick with sharpness 1. This is what the sharpness effect looks like, and this is what the crit effect looks like. So the crit effects is basically like the arrow effect, which I suppose makes sense because arrows, when they fly, have crit particles all the time. But the sharpness effects are very different from the crit effects. So yeah, and now we move on to the armor. Here is what the armor looks like when you wear them. It's similar to default, but like it just has something that default doesn't, and it makes it look really cool for some reason. And here's what it would look like in your inventory. It's a bit of a dull shade, the diamond the chest plates, but you know, I still like them. I like them shinier, but I still like them. And that's the lava and all that. And now here's the water. You can see the little fishy particle things that indicate there's fish, and the bubble particles are basically the same. And that's a pumpkin thing. I'm not sure why I would show that, but yeah. And this is a cake, nice cake, villager melons, and I'm not sure what that is. I think that's a spawn villager thing. Anyways, let's move over to here. I believe this is buckets for MLG. So this is what a water bucket would look like, and lava buckets is basically just the same shade but with the red. And if you go into nighttime, the sky looks pretty normal, but you know, it's just better than default for some reason. I'm not sure why. And what is this? Toggle downfall. Let's see what raining looks like. I don't really see rain in my packs because I play multiplayer Skywars. There's never rain in Skywars, but here's what rain looks like. Let's toggle downfall again. And this is what day looks like, you know, where the sun's there and the sky is just basically normal sky. And if we can land this MLG, that would be nice. Alright. Where is the ground? Where is the ground? Jesus! Okay, I am good at this game. Now we move on to my own mashup pack that I made from several packs. The links will all be down in the description. Don't worry, I won't forget to credit because like people get in so much drama for like not forgetting to credit people. I'm just like, why the drama, bro? Why the drama? What does this button do anyways? Oh yeah, it updates your game mode. Okay. Anyway, so here's what the swords look like. I believe the swords from like, I think it's Dante's pack, but they're really clean and that's what I like about them. No fancy stuff, as you know, is my style from the last pack. And yeah, it's really clean. Not a lot of shading going on, but still very clean, and that's why I like it. You know, it's all-purpose pack. You can use it for whatever you want, Skywars, UHC, and all that stuff. So now let's put the swords away there. And now the axes are just basically default. I think it's faithful 32 times. And if I have a look at the accessories here, here's the flint and steel. I believe the flint and steel is just the 16 times shade. This is what fire looks like, and I believe it's just low fire as always. As you can see, there we go. I know how to type Minecraft commands. And here's what the fishing rod looks like. The fishing rod is pretty much a very nicely shaded fishing rod, but it's no fancy stuff on it, you know, which is what I like about it. And here's what it looks like when it's cast out, you know. It's pretty nice. Jeb, I think that's like Jeb the sheep or something. And this is what a bow looks like when it's drawn back. And you can see the arrows particles are basically default X's. And the arrows are basically the same as well. But the arrows are, yeah, they're faithful 32. So, you know, all-purpose pack. You can use it for whatever you want. And now we move on to the potions. So here's a splash potion of regeneration. The particles are a little bit different from default. There's no twirly stuff. It's more of a circular diamond kind of thing. And here's what drinking a potion looks like. I'm not sure why you guys want to see what drinking potions again, but you know, I'll show it. And the gold and the diamond is different from different packs than the gold and iron, I believe. So here's the diamond, gold, and iron. I'm not sure why I said that in the wrong order. Now let's throw these away. And now let's get the apples out. So apples are very nicely shaded color. You know, it's very, I think it's 128 times or 64 times or something like that. It's very high resolution. Maybe it's 256. I don't even know. But it just looks like any normal high resolution game. And wait, that's creative. And if you eat the golden apple, here's what the particle effects look like. You know, pretty normal and all that. And let's get back into creative here. I'm pretty sure I've shown everything that I need to show here. A few other things you might be interested in, you know, the steak, and I'm not sure why you've been interested in all this. I think this is the baked potato. I'm not actually quite sure what that is. Oh, that's a cookie. Why such a small cookie? I don't know. I didn't really look at the cookies anyways, but here are the ores for this pack. The ores are, you know, very all-purpose. This pack is also a very all-purpose pack, you know. It's, look at this. You can use it for PotPVP, you can use it for UHC, or you can use it to play Skywars, but then you'd be a casual because you play Skywars, so which means I'm a casual and I don't really care. Anyways, here are the ores. They have the nice little UHC outline you often see going on in packs, and here's what the ore actually looks like. You know, there's like 4 lines indicating the ore, and basically just different for every color. That's gold. The gold is a bit of a dull shade, but I'm pretty sure I like it. So if you guys don't like it, you can change it up in like paint or something, I don't know. And here's the emerald. The emerald is actually really bright compared to the gold. The gold is almost a dull brownish color, and the emerald is like light green. And here's what it looks like. The fishy particles are like black dots, and the bubble particles are high res as well. Why can't I see any bubble particles? As you can see, you saw the rain particles just then, and you just saw the bubble particles again. Here's what the armor looks like. The armor I really like. Jeez, look at how swag they look. It just looks so swag, man. Except for the leather and the chain, but you know, the gold, the iron, the diamond, just, you know, the normal stuff you'd use in PvP. It all looks very nice. And why did I just do that? I have no idea. Here's what they would look in your inventory, just depicted by item frames. Why are there 2 rows of armor? I have no idea. Anyways, here's the leather armor, here's the gold, here's the chain. The chain is the only one that's not high res because I can't really be bothered, and there wasn't any high res chain things from the packs that I used to make this pack, but it still doesn't look like your normal default one. It's more of like a, it's very circular, you know. Look at this. This is like very defined, and this is like just a random circle, and the chest plate is like circular as well, and the boots are kind of like this as well. So yeah, the armor is very nice indeed. And now let's go over to the sharpness effects. Here's a villager, and here's a stick with sharpness, and the sharpness effects are black X's, so you can see that, and the crit effects are normal X's. So yeah, let's just punch this villager for now and throw the stick away into here. There we go. And now we are going to go over to that platform again. Now we're in survival. Here's what the buckets look like. The lava is basically just the same. And let's go into creative so I can actually show you what the lava looks like, because I'm pretty sure it's just the same. Yeah, it's just the same, you know, basically the same. So yeah, no need to worry about any of that. And now let's go back into survival. So here's what the day looks like. You know, it's much more of a blue sky than the other pack, and yeah, that's the moon. Let's go into night right here. And nighttime, it actually looks really swag. Jeez, look at this. So many stars. It's almost like Australia. If you live in China, you wouldn't see it. Oh no. Oh no. Oops. Oopsies, let's go. Well, that was a bit of a fail. So now let's go back into day and let's start seeing what the rain looks like. The rain just looks, I'm not sure why you would even pay attention to the rain, but there's a water particles, and there's kind of like the black moon crescent shape things coming out as well, which I'm not sure what it is, but it looks pretty swag with the rain, so I'm not complaining. Anyways, let's see if we can land the MLG this time, because last time I did not land the MLG very well. I panicked so hard. Anyways, I am my dozer. I just need to convince myself that I am my dozer. Look at this amazing MLG. Subscribe for more MLG PvP content. Back up to the oh wait, we need to do it again. Let's do it again then. I am a my dozer. I just need to convince myself that I